Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are having another festival event, and let's probably turn this off right now because I'm going to show you the deck eventually anyway. So this is basically Cascade Singleton, so Singleton format just as usual, except we have this nice wonderful Maelstrom Nexus emblem. So simply put, you cast your first spell, you get a spell of a lower CMC for free. So let's say I cast a spell that's CMC 2. I will look at cards off the top of my library until I run into a card that's CMC 1. It won't hit land, so that's good news there. Then I get to cast that one for free. Given that, you'll notice that a bunch of particular white cards are banned because they interfere with they interfere with the way spells are cast. Ghostly Pilfer is banned because I think this has something to do with the way cards are drawn. Oh no, because yes, you'll keep drawing cards off this one because it triggers every time a spell is cast that's not from hand. The usual bans. Flaxen Intruder is banned because you can get this off the top as your CMC 1, but you have the option to cast it for its adventure side for free. So that's 3/2/2 bears off turn 2. A bit too OP. The usual bans are here otherwise. So as you've seen, my deck of choice this time is green. And let's go over some of the card choices here. Basically, it's a little bit of a mix of everything. I do have a good number of turn 1 spells to benefit off here. Basically, I want to overload my turn 2, turn 3. I'm taking advantage of adventures in the sense that whenever I cast an adventure, it gives me a free shot. So for example, if I were to say cast adventure half of Lovestruck Beast, so I get a 1/1 for 1. I won't get anything off that, but it gives me a card off to the side, so basically it allows me to continue the adventure train. That said, you generally want to have a few more higher cost cards, but you also want to be able to get there. So that's why a little bit of early ramp, Llanowar Visionary, Tangled Florahedron, Gilded Goose. I did not overload myself in it that way. There's a bit of a +1/+1 counter team. There's a little bit of a food team. There's a little bit of everything. We're gonna give this one a shot. We're gonna see which cards work, which cards probably should get the axe. I intentionally avoided putting cards with X in the cost, so because those tend to whiff very easily, and I want to avoid that. And I want to avoid that feel bad. So, and also Castle Garen Brig, because why not? So we're gonna go with this deck. It's we'll see how far we can go. Normally with this, I would go mono white or mono red. Those are the ones that are my typical standby. So green's gonna be a bit different. I might have done a mono green build before, but I can't exactly remember. We're gonna see how well that turns out. And okay, now we can turn this on. Why am I not running Ugin? I'm gonna see if I can get away without running Ugin. So this one's quite good. So turn 1 Swarm Shambler, turn 2 Symbiote, in turn 3 Recluse. We probably will just hard cast it. The Mutate gives us a discount in some cases. The Recluse is pretty much the exception to the rule. But I'm definitely keeping this one. Opponent's probably on mono green also. I'm gonna see how long I can hold back the turn Timber Symbiosis. So opponent, I think it reveals all my cards to the opponent, so this probably is usually not one of the best things to do. Let's hope it doesn't overload our opponent with too much information. That said, Essence Symbiote. Okay, opponent goes Hornbeat. I should put Hornbeetle also. I kind of forgot that existed. Yes, that's the reason I don't put. That's the reason I did not put Stone Coil. So we will hit an Edgewall Innkeeper, which is kind of good for the other half of our team. And no attacks. Next turn we will get a free Mutate on top of something. Then we probably get another Mutate on top of that. We'll see if it pans out. Opponent goes Kazandu Mammoth, goes for a 2-drop, hits a Ram True, snipes probably the Innkeeper. That's fine. I do have a copy of Ram True also, but where it's so gonna play Garen Brig. Unfortunately, this ETB is tapped, so let's see. Whenever creature you control mutates, so I don't have to mutate on top of the symbiote. Gets a Wildwood Tracker, that's fine. Mutate over, definitely. Then, oh, this is the one that gets it. Okay, I thought it was Essence Symbiote, but that's fine too, because that allows me to swing. Now, the Mammoth itself does not have Trample, so I could just throw the Wildwood Tracker in front of the Mammoth bus. Also note that Horn Beetle's gonna get bigger. Description. Opponent. Yeah, not having 1-drops is an issue here. Oh, there's your one. Oh, it's in hand. Okay, that's... So, opponent could swing with this one. We could just take it, actually. So, hold on, let's do the math. Yeah, let's take it for now. So, we actually got a Wicked Wolf. Okay, so something to consider. So, I definitely want to pay the tree right here. I definitely want to... I could mutate on top of just disconnect the food token. It's a bit OP. It's a bit overkill. And we actually hit our own Gilded Goose, so not bad. So under. Gets tons of counters, nukes that food token. And this might... Okay, this is probably going to be a bit of a fast one. Well, our opponent's doing the same... I think I do have my own Inscription of Abundance as well. Yeah, you really need to have more 1-drops. 1-drops are pretty much key. You don't have to have too many... Actually, not too many 1-drops, but you do want to have some 1-drops. That's one thing I learned. You definitely want to have a good number of 2-drops. Basically, follow a limited curve. That's pretty much how it goes. Now, it's not over for our opponent yet. Well, it will be once I ram through. If that's a... Nope, it's over. And the Wicked Wolf backup was there too. I had different options along those lines. I decided to just make it one big mass because it's unlikely that our opponent would have Death Touch plus hit the creature immediately. Okay, so got Zendikar Restless as our reward. We'll add that later. And so that's our first win. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna... So what are the things that we probably should also note? A few DFCs. Some... I basically choose the ones that are more well. Okay, so this one is slow. I still want to keep it, but it's awfully slow, so I might get left behind, especially if our opponent's playing a relatively fast deck. We have to play this one first because I can't guarantee anything else. Opponent goes Scavenging Ooze into Spikefield Hazard. I guess that makes sense. It's a good 1-drop. Also means the Gilded Goose here is not guaranteed to survive, so there's that. It does give me options, like I have Yorvo as an option. I can just use it to hold these back. Opponent probably going for a 2-drop. A 2 into a 1. We definitely are going to take 2. No drop. Okay. So I have to decide between these two. I'm gonna go with Yorvo because this one is harder to kill. Rabbit Bite. Target creature control deals decline because Gilded Goose ain't biting anything. So next turn we will be at 5 mana. One of those rather into okay, Primal Might. Opponent can can just fight that. That's fine. Hoping to hit the green mana source so you can start eating it. Red mana, okay, so no eats. So I'm back at 4 mana. So I have 2 choices. I can just go Angorius here, make this super big, start swinging. I can also do Aura and Reef Ooze. Make this slightly bigger. No, we need this to survive. Let's make it definitely bigger. Can't cast with Kicker, so we're going to just go with the fight. Now, if our over. Thankfully, we dodged. Our opponent could have had a shock. But now, let's see. Next turn, I guess we just Great Henge. Whoa, this is going to be a very big... This one's going to be a very big drop. That's also one of the good reasons I ran this one. We're not going to get Star X quite yet. Maybe next turn. But I definitely want to cast Great Henge first before casting Aura and Reef Ooze. Then we start stacking onto the Star X. Opponents needs to find a way to remove this. I'm trying to think if there's a spell that can deal 8 damage. Porphyro says... Well, there's a Trashing Brontodon. It's a Lotus Cobra. I didn't exactly quite put Lotus Cobra. It sure it accelerates over time, but it doesn't feel great. Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye to the Great Henge. It's got its one shot. Wicked Wolf, go for that first. Gonna have it fight. I'm gonna have it fight the Trashing Brontodon. And basically, I'm taking this out before Great Henge lands, so the Great Henge lands safely. I can cast it straight. I'm actually gonna need to draw cards though, so... Okay, Solemn... I probably want to cast this first because there's a chance our opponent could have a way to answer the Great Henge. So, draw... Yep, search a land, draw a card. It's basically insurance. Oh, just basically landing gem. If you can land a Gem Razor hand, it's pretty good. And the creatures with that just come into play with counters are very valuable. Like Yorvo is very good here. So I'm definitely gonna go for Star. Wait, one has 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're one shy of an Ugin, which is good news for us. Opponent goes Questing Beast into Tangled Florahedron. Okay, that's fine. So I could just let this die. Let this die, draw a card. It's kind of irrelevant actually. No blocks. Because there is no... Okay. Okay, hits are Shield's Might, so we're gonna go for Shield's Might. We're gonna put it on the... I'm gonna put it on the Solemn. Basically allows the Solemn to hit anything. Definitely Auspicious Star is over. And then we get to mutate more stuff on. There's a Kenrith's Transformation we attach to the Questing Beast. Draw another card. We hit a Vivian also. Oh wow.
I love Ikoria.
Okay, yeah, that one's a little bit too. So the mutate engine is good if you can get it going. We're yet to hit a scenario where we haven't gotten it going, but it's bound to happen. So that don't get our hopes up too high. This is not the most busted one. Our opponent also did keep a relatively slow setup also, so we're kind of basing it off on that. So yeah, that's 3 more wins. Let's see if we can get there. Most likely I'm going to take a loss or 2 along the way, but we'll keep pushing. So far I have not seen any card that I'm not too interested in. Even the Adventure Awaits is quite good for me. There, oh yeah, other cards that have discounted costs. Okay, so this one's not a great start. We can just Mammoth turn 1. I'm gonna keep this. I need to decide if I want to go Mammoth turn 1 or... Okay, we're missing lands. We're not gonna have a 2-drop, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy some time. Let's shuffle swap everything here. I'm gonna see if I can draw lands. If I can, I drop the Mammoth. I can play the Mammoth later. If not, I just play the Mammoth turn 2, then just play the Chainweb Arachneer. Okay, we did hit lands. We kind of want to hit 5 eventually, but we're kind of getting there. Because I do want to play Mammoth over Ooze turn next turn. No, let's just play it safe. Then we'll play Gilded Goose. Gets a whole bunch of nothing. It's a nice thing that the game can simulate that relatively quickly. So we got 4 mana next turn, so probably just replay the Lovestruck Beast. Or I could play Ooze, but it's not quite synergistic right now. Basically, opponent's taking it slow. Yeah, hit the Innkeeper. Opponent definitely should kill, and this is first spell each turn, so instants actually benefit also. There's the Soul Shatter, so our opponent hits an instant and hits Feed the Swarm. So takes out the Goose, sure. We lose the Garruk's Harbinger because of the sacrifice condition. That's a shame, but that's fine. At least we didn't lose the Innkeeper. That's kind of the good news. Yeah, instants are a big benefit here. We're not quite getting there because of... Okay, Null Priest of Oblivion. Opponent's going for their own Gilded Goose. Okay, it's a good thing they did not hit the 1 black mana kicker spell. I needed this edge. So this draws me a card. Actually gets the flip first. So gets us a land, that's good. Play the land. I have the option to play Arachneer now. I'm actually gonna just pass. I want to start eating stuff. We're not eating our opponent's stuff though, we're probably just gonna eat one of our own. Looks like our opponent has a higher mana cost curve. So I definitely eat the Harbinger. We're not exactly getting it back. I'm gonna try to go for Gargoyle next turn, but a Rabbit Bite is fine too. Depends on what our opponent drops next. It's really... Our opponent is virtually on 5 mana right now. They have to cast something at some point. They can't just sit back and do... Well, they could sit back and do nothing because they're all instant base. Let's just do Dark Goose. Okay, we did hit 5 mana, and we still get to preserve the Turn Timber Symbiosis. So I can cast Gargoyle first. Yeah, let's cast Gargoyle first. Let's hit a 4-drop. Sure, fine. You can't play it as a land, but that's fine for us because it does mean we're just 1 mana. We're just 1 mana away from turn timber. So I am going to swing with most of my board. I'm not gonna swing with the 1/1s because it just gives the Goose a free block. Opponent has the Murderous Rider. It's your own Scavenging Ooze. Okay, so like fine. Our opponent could just eat one of our creatures, then just block ooze on ooze, which is ultimately what I would really want. So oh wait, no, our opponent can eat one more. Wow, I didn't eat it. Oh no, our opponent missed it with the Gilded Boost. They could have done it too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, are we at 6 or 5? I think we're at 5. Opponent hits a Nighthawk Scavenger. That's good. We do have a Rabbit Bite, so unless... Okay, opponent kills that, so... Not Rabbit Biting anytime soon. So if I can hit one more... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, I need to hit one more land. So... I'm gonna take the hit. Okay, hit one more land. So, that was a bad hit. We have a better hit, so I need to decide. Actually, there, Wicked Wolf. Eat this. Sack the food token. Finish off Garruk. Okay, not too shabby, I'd say. Opponent has their Vivian Monster's Advocate and hits. Okay, hits Bloodchief's Thirst. Yeah, you might want to reevaluate what. Wait. Who do you yeah, they're still retargeting. Probably target the Flora Hedron. Yes, I would target that. So now we have 3 Tree Wolves to worry about. Although I do have a Rabbit Bite, so... So what I can do is I can cast Oran Reef Ooze first, try to hit a good 2-drop, then I can just drop the Rabbit Bite later. Okay, I can also drop yeah, Solemn into Rabbit Bite also works, so we're gonna do that. Solemn... Hit Gnarlid Colony, which is good because that gives us... and that gives these creatures some trample. Yeah, mini synergy. And then Rabbit Bite. Take this out. And I'm gonna swing with these guys. Probably should swing with the Innkeeper also. But basically what happens is our opponent has to... Okay, they just gave up the Vivian instead. That's fine, good for us.
Don't worry.
I want to get Arachneer in the yard. I also want... So I want to cast the Oran Reef Ooze first. We can put a counter on one of these other guys. Yeah, running out of food tokens is not a great thing. We do have a gingerbread cabin. We probably could use another way to make food, so I'm thinking a witch's oven might be interesting, but our only synergy is basically Wicked Wolf. I can also add the... I can also add the Feasting Troll King. Opponent goes for a Heartless Act, which will only drain counters off these guys. He's probably gonna just kill, say, the Solemn or the Gnarlid Colony. Let's see what modes our opponent chooses. Once we get the Ooze live, we should be kind of fine. Hold on. But we are... Okay, opponent takes out the Gnarlid Colony. Okay, that's fine. Opponent can just opt to drop the Murderous Rider. Timray calls the dead. So more creatures in the yard. Loses their Solemn. If I can hit something big, because we're at 7 mana. What would I... Okay, we didn't hit something big. So I will just drop the Oran Refuse. It's an Inscription. Oh wait, we can kick this. So I want to put 2+1+... Wait, hold on, what's this? When it dies, create... Okay, so this is a fight effect, so I want to I want to put the counters here. I want to be the one to gain life. And I want this to fight this. Let's just get it out of the way. Trigger's actually very good here. Then you get to put a counter up here. Oh, it just makes it makes an actual small token. Okay, that's fine too. We'll hold back the Swarm Shambler. Okay, I can actually swing with this one. Offer. We're gonna make the offer. I could just make a double offer here. Yeah, we'll do that. Double offer. Okay. Let's see. Opponent might block null tweet. Yes, does that. So we're gonna take out the Hydra token because that's bigger. Draw a card. That's the most important part for me. Especially if it's a wild burn for sure. We'll save that for later. Nice thing is that I can also... I don't know how many more... Okay. So I definitely want to hit something big, otherwise I'm just going to cast... I can put a token on counter on this one. So next turn I could virtually just swing with these two, sack the ooze to say 2 zombie tokens, or the obvious Murderous Rider that's coming down. Opponent hits a Lotus Cobra. This deck is more likely to benefit from it. They will have Fabled Passage. They will have Evolving Wilds. I do want to get this one to get killed, just so that I can get it back much larger. Nissa. Okay, a bit of an anti-timing. I would have rather cast this first.
I am the voice of Zendikar.
Like, our opponent missed
a
tree drop somewhere along those lines. Okay. If our opponent swings, I'll just block with the Chain Web Arachne.
Protect my home.
I can in fact just chump block with these three and make our opponent decide, but no, our opponent will end up just... No, we're gonna... Oh, insufficient blockers. This has... Yeah, Menace. Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. We probably will not lose the Arachne this way. Hit the Garen Break Carver. Let's see how our opponent responds. Just okay. Okay, that's okay. That's a 4/4. That's fine. So what do I give up? I think I still have... Ooh, Adventurous Impulse. Gets us a Curious Pair. Ooh, nice! Oh wait, no, I knew it was gonna survive. So we sort of cleared the board. Then... I guess we just play this one, so that I don't have to play the Healing Vessel. Unfortunately, these guys are not going to trigger. Okay, opponent does nothing with the zombies. We still have a... Oh, Cobra. At least it hits an Elysian Caryatid. That's fine. So aims for the Swarm Shambler. That's kind of expected. Kind of want to find a way to get rid of this Chain Web Arachneer, but I can't. Opponent makes a land. We'll take the hit. We're probably not gonna win this one.
Cower before the elements.
But we do get a Wild Point Preserver. I think we're out of 1-drops. Oh no, we do. We still have another 1-drop. I'm gonna dig one cooler. Okay, we can cast this as an X4. Actually, it's interesting. So ooh, nice. Put it on top of the ape. And let's see, how many counters? 1, 2, 3. I guess we go 6. Now I can attack with this and not, it gets +1/+1. It just gets eaten by Kogla, so okay, opponent just gives up Kogla. So at least we answered that one. Yeah, that one-shot Kenrid's transformation for problem creatures like that. Our opponent is about to number of lands. Yikes, he's about to get Kogla back though. It's a 9/8. Can get back our... Oh, if he fights the 8/8, they both die. I have an okay adversary, so yes, probably gonna just take them both out. Wait. Doesn't have a human. There. So yeah, then this is now to do. There's a Skyclave Shade. No X1s. That's... We kind of determined that from the way our opponent is playing. So it's a 5/3. One concedes right away. Well, I was about to just swing the adversary on our opponent's face. Yeah, so we managed to punch. We managed to punch above our class weight. I was actually considering green-black as an alternative to there. It probably would have been fine. Yeah, I'm applying the new. Let's apply that now. So we got two more wins before we make it all the way through. So far, I haven't lost a game. I don't expect to. I'm still expecting to lose sometime soon. It's just a matter of when. Also, I'm going to be doing a recording of. Okay, so this is fine. Turn 2 Symbiote. Turn 3 Mammoth. Okay, we're hitting land, so I am more inclined to just drop the. I'm more inclined to just drop the Mammoth as Mammoth. Okay, Adventurous Impulse. Even if it hits a land, it's fine. It hits a Trashing. This deck is very likely to have Embercleave, if just based off that. So I'm actually gonna just take the Trashing Brontodon. Something to consider. Basically, if I think our opponent's about to drop an Embercleave, I want to drop the Brontodon early. Opponent plays 7 dwarves, should have... Oh, so it's black. Okay, so black. Okay. So opponent will get the 1-drop soon. I want to play this... You know what? Alternate plan, I could just play it as a land. No, I need to force our opponent to start respecting our stuff. So Kenris Transformation. We will cast it on our own Essence Symbiote. Sometimes you want to sometimes you want your own elf. So we get a slightly more aggressive start. Our opponent could just drop another dwarf. Elspeth's Nightmare. It whiffs because we... But, okay, the Heartless Axe not gonna whiff. So non-creature, non-land card. So that would be Great Henge. Am I okay with losing Great Henge? No, I'm not okay with losing Great Henge, especially now that I can actually cast it. Yeah, we'll drop the Pride Malkin. And the opponent concedes from that setup. Yeah, I forgot you can landfall into a Great Henge. And probably a lot easier to do than an Embercleave. So we're good to go on that end. Hey, one. I'm getting all these nice cosmetics. Last one, Skyclave Shade. We've gotten 4 wins so far. I'm saying that I'm tempering my expectations. We're probably gonna lose the next one. Although if we keep getting openings this busted, but yeah, you really need to take advantage of the Cascade. So yeah, you kind of really want to front load those some spells. Even if your big spells hit bad stuff, it's still fine. So this one I'm going to keep. Like, I have an Adventurous Impulse that can set me up on my next turn, so I'm looking for a 2-drop essentially. Oh, there was a 2-drop on top. Let's see if we Wicked Wolf, Kazandu Mammoth. We have to take the Mammoth. It's also a land drop. Opponent goes early Temple. This could be cheap Rogues, that's fine. So I'm most likely gonna just drop Mammoth into Angurius. Acquisitions Expert. We will show them. Opponent has Malakir Rebirth that they're probably not gonna cast. If I show them the Force, I'll end up discarding it. That's kind of fine because I do have a backup plan. So show, submit. Okay, we didn't hit the land. But worst case scenario, if we need another land, we can. Storm Shambler is kind of fine. Okay, that was a bit of a gambit. If I didn't do that, I probably would have hit Beanstalk Giant or Great Henge. Great Henge doesn't feel like such a great hit, especially after what I did last turn. Opponent plays Shadow Stinger, so this is rogue teamed into a Juari Disruption that... Yeah, you probably don't want to cast that. They're instants, sure. Okay, so... Need to be careful. We did not hit a land, which means we have to... I can just put it on top here, but our opponent just blocks with this. And we need lands anyway, so we're going to do just that. Hit the Ram True, so we're going to cast that. We're going to snipe the Acquisitions Expert. Opponent probably taps this in response, so give it the Death Touch. But I was going to trade it anyway. It's a painful trade, but it's kind of a necessary one. I'd rather get it out of the way now rather than have to worry about it in the future. Also since we can mutate one of these, mutate in this one, hopefully hit another land, we can do a... Well, it's not big Inscription, but this having Kicker instead of some other alternate cost is actually very good for us. Opponent's 4 mana. Opponent's planning to do this at instance. Hit a Star X that we're never gonna cast. I know I just set myself up for a big removal spell. Probably should have just hard cast it separately. Okay, at least we got ourselves a Yorvo, so we have multiple options now. Pride Malkin's gonna be interesting. Opponent goes for the Mystical Dispute to counter it. Sure. It's a Kitesail freebooter, so non-creature, non-land cards, so that's essentially the inscription. Okay, we'll let that resolve. Oh wait, no, he can also take Great Henge. Okay, takes the Great Henge. So can't pay the tree, we'll let that resolve. I need to decide if I want to. I'm gonna offer the I'm gonna start with the attack. I could just keep growing this, but probably wait on that one. We're kind of vulnerable to an extinction event right now because these are both odd. So what are we looking for? Another mana so I can get the big inscription. Pride Malkin is fine. Yeah, so I definitely want one more mana. So, yeah, this is probably the... Yeah, our opponent being able to do stuff at instant speed is okay. Though, having some of these is good, but flipping some of these up to Cascade is not great. Other versions of spells like, say, bounce spells or removal spells probably fit the mold better. Okay, so we whiffed on those, but we do get to... What's this? Whenever another green creature, so it's more inducive to this one. I do need more mana though, so what I'm gonna do is actually cast a Solemn first. Get my... Hits a Gilded Goose, so we virtually will have 5 mana next turn. And the Yorvo gets slightly bigger in the process. Okay, we hit 6 mana next. Virtually 6 mana. So I'm gonna swing with just the Yorvo. What flash creature? No, just Yorvo for now. Yeah, Slitherwisp. I probably should have swung with this one though. Okay, Starlit Mantle. You have to drop it first. It's gonna hit the Kitesail free. Well, you can drop it in one of my creatures. Interesting flash trick. The hexproof is only one shot, so not so great. So next turn, I need to decide if I want to hit Auspicious Starix or Inscription. If I can hit one more mana, that's a Beanstalk Giant into something big, potentially. More likely than not, it's probably Auspicious Starix onto Mythos of Eluna to copy. Yeah, that Jawari Disruption is gonna... Nimble Trap Finder, so... Okay, so we know they kind of whiffed there. So no blocks. Take that hit. Okay, we hit the Gingerbread Cabin. So I have multiple options now. Let's see, what's the... I want to drop the Pride Malkin, actually, so... And there's also Great Henge on standby. So what's the cheapest one I can... Actually, I can still mutate onto a non-human creature I control. Probably Swarm Shambler. Kenrid's Transformation will target... Oh yeah, we are 1 mana short, are we? Okay, we'll we don't have a full party quite yet. We're gonna target their Slitherwisp. Draw a card. Oh, we did hit the mana. So we definitely want to put it over. We're gonna flip a Wildborn Preserver, so that grows this one too. So we have... Okay, we played our land already, so... Go to combat. Opponent might be incentivized to chump block. So we're just chump blocking. Opponent goes Black Bloom Robe into a Thieves Guild Enforcer, so that fight is now going to be relevant. Okay, we lose the Gargroth. We will also lose Symbiote. Okay. So take another 2 off the air. So I can cast this for 7. I won't be able to cast anything else. I can I can also Inscription. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the counters on my Preserver, target myself, and have the Solemn Simulacrum fight the Thieves Guild Enforcer. This last one might still be a counter spell. Let's negate. Okay, so let's see what they get off the top. They get a Malakir Rebirth, so we probably won't attack this turn. Probably skip that combat. So we don't get any of those benefits. But we still get something off the top, and we know it's a 1-drop. Edgewall and Keeper, that's fine. Then, probably just gonna cast a Pride Malkin. So now that has Trample, I want to put the +1/+1 counter on the Solemn Simulacrum now. Decline that. And now I am free to swing with these 3. Because this and Gnarly Colony gives a Trample. Our opponent has to do quite a bit of math here. Yeah, he's gonna have to do quite a lot of math. Okay, that's... Okay, takes out the 2 biggest creatures, but that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, Trample kind of ruins it. And unless our opponent could hit Extinction Event, but our CMCs are now kind of spread out. Yeah, then just drop something big. And draw a card as well. Thank you, Edgewall and Keeper. So we get the Trashing Brontodon for free. We get to put... We're gonna put 2... Yeah, we're gonna put 2 counters up here. And there we go. We actually swept it. So generally, Singleton events, as much as possible, keep it simple. It's a lot... It's very... There are enough good spells, especially when you get to the special events like the Cascade style. So as much as possible, stick to 1 color. At least it simplifies the gameplay quite a lot. And there we go. It's 5 wins. I was really expecting to lose at some point. Though, yeah, the first matches against Mono Green probably were the closest ones. It's just a case of I had the more broken hand. There we go. That's it for this episode, the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Ooh, I'm gonna like the Angry Hedron emote soon. But as always, I'm going to be doing a draft on stream later. So do check it out. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. Yeah, I probably got the break. Wait. I'm probably not likely to run either of these. In fact, I'm more likely to run the Rogue. I'll just get this one first. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day, everyone.